Good evening, families. I'm just at home, working with my daughters and enjoying some dinner, and I wanted to send out this quick check-in, a video blog for the week so far. So this week we've been working on short A sounds for reading and identifying words that rhyme. In math, we've been working on number sentences, adding numbers up to 10, and then writing those down. And today we looked at different shapes, pattern blocks, and talking about their sides and shapes and vertices and how do we identify different kinds of shapes. Things that are kind of review from kindergarten but should be fresh in their mind. Um, let's see. I've also been a little bit backlogged on checking Seesaw activities. Usually that's something I've been doing in the afternoon, but this week obviously I'm meeting with families at Atwater one at a time, which has been phenomenal. So I just haven't quite worked through all of it yet. One of the best examples is the book that we wrote last week, the I Like Me, is something I have to sit and I get to listen to each and every student read their book. So whether that's 37 seconds long or some of them up to 5 minutes, that's just time for me sitting here and listening to the hard work that's going into all the stuff that we're doing. So it's pretty awesome. If you haven't had a chance, definitely take a second and log into the parent side of Seesaw and look at some of the activities that have been gone through me and then are posted for you to take a look at. It's pretty awesome. That said, just some of the key takeaways from meeting with families so far this week. I will be holding Wednesday morning crew meetings from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. I know that's still a tricky spot for everybody to get a chance to, so I will, if you're interested in me recording those and posting them, so if someone isn't able to join on that Wednesday morning, please just reach out on email and let me know. I'm trying not to clog up inboxes and emails and Seesaw apps with extra stuff unless it's something that you really need, because I know that our attention spans are pretty precious at this time. That said, I've also heard lots of positive response from students and families for me reading live during our morning sessions, which is traditionally a lot of what I'm used to doing when we're in the classroom. Come sit down on the carpet, let's read a great story, and talking about it and learning through those kinds of things. So that's been kind of fun. So I'm going to keep working on that, see how that fits in, which is kind of our flow and how much time we have. But it's been pretty good so far. So thank you very much for that feedback. I'm going to be talking to specials teachers tomorrow, Wednesday, about some of the asks around having those special activities per day open up a little bit before 1 o'clock. For those of you that are kind of working half-time or at home, if you're able to support in the morning, having that last little assignment that's just not doable until a certain hour, I absolutely can understand is tricky. So I will reach out and see what I can find out, and I will let you all know. Other than that, time for some glows and grows. So glows for this week so far. I started using breakout rooms today, actually, in Zoom, breaking us up into small groups. So I gave everybody a task of how many short A words that have the ah sound in them, that the small groups could come up with, and it worked pretty good. It's a little tricky keeping everybody on task because I'm only one person. I can't be in every room at the same time. But I'm trying to build that community, that classroom feel where if I said like, hey, go to your tables and, try to solve a problem, get the sense of that we're a team. So we're trying some stuff, and it went pretty well. So that's been pretty interesting to see. Grows, things we definitely need to work on. Working on unmuting and remuting ourselves. So for those of you out in any sort of the telecommuting sector at this time who have been on Zoom or Hangout probably know your level of frustration when someone's struggling with that unmute or mute function is the same that we're dealing with. So things that we're just kind of focusing on are unmuting quickly, like if we're asking a question, and then remuting ourselves. Obviously at first grade, a lot of us like to talk to each other. So I have a few of the friends in the class who like to stay unmuted and kind of make comments and talk to each other, but in the middle of instruction. So definitely something we're working on, but not too terrible. It's hard not to be social. We want to see each other. So we'll just kind of keep getting better and better. Other than that, I've kind of reached out to the whole class and said, when we finish a live activity, before you go to a seesaw activity, if you need to get up and wiggle, that's okay. It's okay if you need to get up, move around before you sit and sit and sit, and then do some more sitting and activities. So if you notice that, I'm trying to, really work in that. I trust you that you have some work to do, but if you need to get up first and move around before you sit down and focus, that's okay. Getting them to kind of pay attention to their bodies and understand that you have to listen to how you're feeling is pretty important, just as a healthy human being kind of thing. I really do want to encourage all those healthy habits and keep the limits and being mindful and present when we are working. And if you're not in that spot, that's a little tricky. If I haven't seen you yet for a meet and greet, I can't wait. Having the weather this week has been wonderful. We're kind of sitting on the steps looking at the soccer field, and it has been a wonderful perk. Not only being outside, but getting to meet with people one-on-one and seeing students and kind of really getting to meet them honestly for the first time and doing a little bit of work and just asking some fun questions. So that's been great. I really appreciate it. And I will always try to leave you with something fun and interesting, a fun fact, something to pique your curiosity and engage your brain. So today's fun fact is a crocodile cannot stick out or poke out its tongue. Fun fact, it's actually attached to the roof of their mouth, so they actually can't stick their tongues out, although alligators can. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoy this, and I can't wait to see you. Thanks so much. Good night.